Good morning. I'm significantly more awake than I was last stream. So, I'm unsure of whether we should continue playing Mara Pets. Mixin' with my mixie. Mixin'. We be mixin'. Blender. Why did I make a blender noise? Good morning. How are y'all? Tis morning / evening and the beginning of my waking cycle. I'm conscious. I'm glad you're feeling grand, Foxy. Hello, Manoy. Manoy. No, not that button. Manoy. Okay. So the question is, cookie clicker. Spend time. Oh my gosh, I'm glad you got time to spend time with your family. Hopefully your niece is doing well. Littlins. Even the big littlins and the younglings. Though I may never want to have any of my own, kids are great, man. They're just filled with joy and ambition and creative fervor and some of the stupidest things you will ever see. They are a combination that is really unparalleled. Now the question is, exactly. I barely have as folks say in the mental health community, the spoons. I barely have the spoons to take care of myself, let alone an entire human being with existence, thoughts, feelings. The question is cookie clicker or Mara Pets? That is the question. Because I did purchase the Steam version of Cookie Clicker. Because that soundtrack. Or we could continue doing more quests on Mara Pets. Oh, you can see it. I forgot that it's set for you could see it. Either or. You see, Roxy, I ask, so I do not have to choose. Whoa, not Neopets. Yes, because Neopets changed. And now you need Ruffle to engage in anything, and half of the site doesn't work. First off, Let us put our version of Minta through the guillotine. Minta. Nothing has happened to Minta. Minta did not lose her head. That is good. Let's check on Minta to make sure that she is not hungry. We can do heads or tails. Heads. Let's see. Later today. Released tomorrow. Time zones. Tails. Narapets. Mara. It's MARA pets. Released in 2 days. We could get this yellow tantra and make it Senna. Because the bear is not. The tantra matches Senna more in terms of personality. Look at that sass. Screw it. Me. Can you not get it? Yeah. We could get a dead pet. I am very excited for the collab. Oh my gosh, these zombies are very expensive. Also very dead. Some of these designs are sure are something. But I'm glad that we finally came full circle, you know? Am I prepared for all the F-types that may be in that stream? No. But am I ready for the new people that will be introduced to FlaVR now that they know it's more than a meme? Ready or not, it's going to happen. Freelanced. Okay. Employment. Do we meet the qualifications for this job? What? We are not What? We are not qualified for employment. We have to do the training. I'm not, but is it going to happen? Yes. So it doesn't really matter if I'm ready. It just matters that it's happening. Free training. Okay. Ooh, look at them all. I don't have any of these. The gym is where you can pay to train your pets for the battle arena. Crystals. Payment must be in crystals. You can earn at the haunted house quests. Okay. No. No. I would love if I got more cohorts and gen mates from this prize list. Let's look at what we get. Haunted house. Like the crystals. Yeah, there are different types of crystals. Mixin. Blender. You're caught in the metaphorical blender. Bladeless. No harm shall come to you while in the blender. Quest. Put it on. Jams. Mark guy. And could receive charisma stats. Minta is very charismatic. Let's hope. He's overtaken by his daughter Claudia. Drinks and snacks. Bring her drinks, such as soft drinks and coffee and snacks for in the diner. Okay, it shouldn't be that hard. Let's go. Okay. I'm waiting, you got. Okay, ginger ale. Diet mango soda. 0 in stock. Seder prize. Where's Seder? What is Seder prize? Oh no. You need money. Oh no. The Bongorati. Check price. 0 in stock. Okay. We do have enough money. Yes. Y'all are getting jostled. Politely jostled. Okay. Let's get a timer. Yeah, let's address this again in no, not 60 minutes, 6 minutes. Let's address that in 6 minutes. Hello, Desmond. Welcome to the night stream, where we're playing Mata Pets. Mail. Ooh, Secret Santa prize. Santa Claus. Corrupt. What is that? Should be in our thing. Oh. Ugly shoes. Well, something. We're still in the get objects. No, not FNAF. Nah. Surprisingly, I do not have I have no moxie for horror. Like, I can't do horror. You know what? It's gaming time. We're getting night shift, third shift. Down. The thing is, I get scared even when other people, like, I get jostled easily by loud noises and spooky imagery, and then the spooky imagery sticks around in my head and then plagues me with nightmares. Good evening, Riv. We are playing 2048. Sometimes my brain is just like, yes, numbers. I can read out numbers, and then is incapable of reading the numbers. Darn it! We're not sending that score. The numbers. What do they mean? They probably mean someone's change. And then I read it incorrectly. I'm giving... I work in the theater as my day job. And... Ooh, Nelly. Well, also... It's not adequately called a day job because I rarely work non-closing. No, the thing is, I went down and it acts as if there was a spawn circumstance. You can spam your way out of a win on this version. You have to be careful. Down, down, down. My day job is most of the time it is working at the concession stand, so selling tickets, telling people that the butter's on the other side of the theater because the one that's closest to us is out of order. It's like point, like point at the other door because this door is kept locked from the outside. Point at the butter machine. Point at the door again. Point at the butter machine again. Point at the theater. Point at the bathrooms. Have my Hispanic coworkers take over for when there is a kind Mexican family, but the primary, like, the mother does not speak English very well. It's just like, I got it. And then they start that's the reason that Spanish was on. Let me get my tea, because I drank through all of my grapefruit juice. Oh, nice. But, like, my coworker just says, I got it. And then they start having a fluent conversation, and it's just like, I am so sorry that I am unable to communicate with you. You seem like lovely people. It's like, could you give me a large popcorn? And it's just like, yeah. Language learning streams will be on their way. Can my theater afford to pay me more? The answer to that question is no. Oh no. Yeah, you were on ushering. Oh no. My condolences, my friends. Darn it. The thing is, I got this job because it had the least amount of people, because they're let's just say that this is like the more quiet of the theaters in my general area. And crippling social anxiety dictates that we don't I don't interact with many people, else I start glitching. The main thing is like a person from one of the other theaters in my area is like, yeah, like 100 people is busy for you. It's like, It's like, that's an hour at other location. It's like, oh no. The thing is, I'm questioning if I can say what it is, because it is a chain. But I also do not want to potentially dox myself. So let us just say the theater in that tone of voice. The theater. Luckily, I've never been on closing ushers. For context for the story, I am a melanated individual. But my Grammy's father, my great-grandfather on my mom's side, like forbade my grandmother for having a job where she cleaned anyone's toilets, because you would not clean the white man's toilet. And resoundingly, I do have the capability to clean, but the fact is, people, please, if you're using the restroom, especially in a public space, please do not pee on the floor. Please do not. And if there are any people who tend to get periods, please do not leave your menstrual items in the toilet. That is what the little tiny metal box is for. None of us want to touch it. Also, do not leave your dubious napkins. I do not care if you do not throw out anything else. Throw out your dubious looking napkins. I don't know if there is joyous excrement. I don't know if there's snot. I don't know if there are tears. I do not want to touch it. Also, please try to pour out your things. And if you do pour out your things, make sure that it's a drain and not a little catcher platey thing. Because there's a little catcher platey thing under the popcorn butter. It is not a drain. It's a catcher plate. Like, it catches the non-butter substance. Oh no. No. Yeah. My family is very smart city thinky people jobs. And my mother says, like, Mexie, you are clever. You need a city thinky people job. It's like, but Mom, I don't want to feel like I am better than the customer service worker. Like, if I cannot have the moxie to be a customer service worker, then I may treat them bad. It's like, Mixie, you spent 2 months in customer service. Actually 3, because you've had 2 jobs. Spirit Halloween. Oh no. Please do not say the R word. That is not excellent. And also may get me banned. But I understand why you use that. Luckily, it was only a Fanta. I am so sorry. Like, I know you were not really... Maybe the person thought it was a bin. Let's give them the benefit of doubt. You're not really thinking when you start vomiting. It's like, vomit in an enclosed space, and then they do that, not thinking of the repercussions. The R word is very big. Yes. But also the disparaging term for the disparaging formally meant medical term for the neurodivergent. As an autist, let's not reclaim it on a stream where I can get banned for saying slurs. True, but let's find fun words like the Southern Special. The thing is, like, I understand why you wouldn't want to vomit on the floor, like, because, like, your instinct is to go for a trash bin, which is an enclosed space, because vomiting on the floor means that if it's a hard floor, people can slip on it, and if it's a carpet, getting vomit out of carpet. Let's move on from the topic of the things that come out of human bodies other than words. Yeah. Long story short, please try to use as much as your brain as possible. Customer service workers may be dead on the inside, but you can make their day deader. Throw out your dubious napkins, citizens. Throw out your dubious napkins. Someone quickly come up with a conversation topic so we can move on. Oh, yeah, getting back to that. The thing is, it's a very slow workplace, and it's very quiet, and, like, one of my coworkers said, if you can be on, like, a normal day is where you can be on your phone for 30 minutes at the concession stands uninterrupted. They did get me intentionally before Black Panther. Black Panther was a nightmare because the power went out during the debut, and there was a line, and there were people who were confused. It was just, people were very understanding because it was a storm-based power outage, but it's still like, then everyone is on the walkie-talkies is like, okay, go to theater 3, make sure you, like, fast forward the movie to the right place. Okay, go to theater 2. And while this is just like, we're just telling the customers, like, the systems are really old. Please give them time to turn back on again. And it was just like, and then there's, like, there are, like, Karens, adjacent people. And it's just like, I want a refund. It's just like, okay. It's like, I need your manager. It's like, okay. not my general manager, but one of my more direct managers. It's like, one of my more direct managers, can you please come downstairs? There's a person looking for a pass. It's just like, we only had one Karen since, like, one real Karen, like, that wasn't, like, during, like, a power outage. Like, I understand during a power outage, the lights go out, everyone gets loud, and everyone's confused. So it is generally a chaotic time. It's like, this, like, it took a long time for the movie to come back on. I just want to go home. It's just like, you know what? That's fair. But the thing is, movies are a scheduling thing. Like, we had one person, like, when, like, there was an error, like, I have a work phone call, like, I just can't go back. It's, like, understandable. And then with a scheduling thing, like, the time it takes, we get a lot of elderly people, and it's just like, I can't not be home before 7 because I need to take my medication, or I can't drive after 7 without putting myself and others in danger. And that I completely understand. And it doesn't, like, all I need to do is, like, call my manager down on the walkie and just, like, get the person a pass. They write it down on the little piece of paper. And then we go on with the rest of our day. But the one most Karen thing is just, like, there's this person snoring and there's popcorn on the floor. And then, like, she just started yelling at one of the ushers. And it's just like, okay, I'm calling my manager right now, ma'am. Okay. Because, like, the other ushers weren't having it. It's just like, I was still in, like, full, like, yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am. Of course mode. So, like, righteously, like, the ushers were like, it is going to look hot once the latency kicks through. I only had, like, one weird old man and one, like, Karen. It was just like, and then she got, like, she didn't even get the pass. She just went back into the film. It's like, I tried to wake the guy up, but she didn't. And it's like, wah. It is fine. I don't trust my skills most of the time either. You are not alone. Low self-esteem, go brrr. The thing is, the biggest number's in the corner. We can always fix it. We haven't gone up. No up. Down. We can get the 8. Over. Down. Over. Down. Over. Down. And it's like, when I was your age, I had your job, and I was better at your job than you are right now. It's like, sir, I was hired 3 days ago. We can get so much higher. We can get the silly 22048. Also, this was less annoying for me and just more hilarious. One day, there were multiple people that came in. It was just like, with like $100 bill, like, and a $50 bill back to back. We can I'm unsure if this is the version that like ends when you reach to 2048, or you can keep going beyond 2048. Hopefully you can go beyond, because my skills, they may not be able to pay my bills, but gosh darn it if they're not there. We can go higher, higher, higher. Get a place, like, it didn't hurt that my job is very desperate. It's just like, are you gonna show up? It's like, yes. Are you a felon? No. Congratulations, you got the job. Because despite, like, you may be the bottom of the barrel in most cases. I know I definitely am, or that may be anxiety speaking, but there's always someone worse than you. There's always someone worse than you. At least in the terms of, like, you may be bad, but there are worse. And sometimes you don't need to, like, always try your best, but all you can do is your best. You cannot do better than your best, because if you are doing your best, that is the most you can do. You cannot yeah. There have been like multiple people who haven't shown up, but it is starting to make my brain stranges worse, which is significantly less time than my last job. Spirit Halloween is a nightmare. Like, it's not. You know what? No one wanted to train me either. You know what you do? You watch observantly, and you make a bunch of mistakes to the point where they have to train you. Or at least, like, let me do it. And then you just, like, watch them like a hawk and just stare at them while they do the thing that you have just failed to do. It's like, oh, that's where the food stuff is. Oh, that's how you check it out. It's just a lot. It's a lot. But unless you have like prior customer service experience or want to buy things at the Spirit Halloween, don't work at the Spirit Halloween. I may work there next season though, because I have like tolerance built up and a knowledge of how to do the register now. But and also I have my decibel reduction earbuds, because the animatronics keep going off all day long. And it's just like, watch out for the toxic smog. It's like, which is like, the ambient noise of it is miserable. It's just so loud. And then they're kids, and then they're like teenagers that find the humor section and then find all of the like less savory, like the Master Baiters Fishing Guild shirt, which is funny the first time, but after you like have groups of young teenagers laugh at it over and over and over again, it stops being funny. And then I'm unsure what they are putting in the water to make these children colossal, but there is this like 13-year-old boy that absolutely towered over me. It's just like, yo, do you think I look young enough to trick or treat? It's just like, if you want to. Beep. Beep. The thing is, these machines aren't even used to help keep people alive. I actually like the ambient beeping of hospital equipment. The thing is, everything is broken. No, I'm an average sized human. I'm out of character. I am about 5'9", which is normal size. I have proportionally tiny hands, but I am normal sized. But no, like, this kid was like 6 foot something at 13 years old. Oh my gosh. I am tall. I have become tall. But the thing is, like, the thing with Spirit Halloween is that it's weekly in terms of analysis. So, like, we are the best store, so we get more boxes. The boxes. Have you guys heard of the trademark Jug O Blood or smaller Bottle O Blood? One of them opened during transit. Pardon. The Bucinex is wearing off. I will be back with more 2048 gaming after I take my Mucinex. It starts melting fast, so it tastes like garbage. The boxes. What do they mean? Oh, but like, effectively their box is filled with product, and you don't know what product is in them until you open them. And then you need to stock all the shelves because it looks empty without it. But then you start like doubling up on things because like you keep getting boxes upon boxes of like a certain type of wig, but nothing else. And then like when you start getting more boxes of different things, like you can't really move anything because everything is already like put in a place. It's horrid. Absolutely horrid. And then it's like, do you have a changing room? It's like, no. It's like, can we change here? It's like, no. It's like, and then we just like kindly say, it's like, our refund policy is XYZ. And then like you quietly whisper to them, it's like, buy it, try it on in your car, come back if it doesn't fit. It's like, then everyone just starts nodding. Yeah. And the thing is, like, it's usually the back of a pre-established store, but it's like not organized at all. So like there are boxes on top of boxes. And then like there was this cool old couple. Like, you know the houses that deck their stuff out for Christmas? They're a Halloween house. Like they're like really spooky, and they were looking for this like specific animatronic. I think it was of like a dog, like an evil dog. It was a little skeleton popping out behind a tombstone. And it's like, could you keep an eye out for it for me, my friend? It's just like, of course, sir. And it's like, okay, I need all of y'all opening the brown sticker boxes. We need to find this animatronic for this old couple. Let's go. Okay, the board is starting to look bad. We may need to, actually, when you're in dire straits, you go up 2048. Let us continue. It's like, I need you all opening the boxes. It's just like, I'm doing it for the old people. Oh no. Checking. No, not that. No, yep. What? Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, YouTube looks fine. OBS looks fine. Everything should be. Misters, Chahashuk. I am unsure how to pronounce that. Thank you for following, subscribing, and we're on YouTube, not another platform. The thing is, I think YouTube is the only platform that uses the word subscription for non-purchase kind of following, at least in terms of social media. Allergies. Nemure. Darn it. We did lose, but we did get the good number, and we got the egg. The egg. Oh no. The Mucinex shall kick in soon, my friends. It sucks that I can't. Oh no. We need to check the quest. It hasn't been a whole hour. Okay. Oh, we took 30 minutes. Check price. Is there any in stock? No, there are none in stock. Are there any in stock? No. Are there any? Okay. Okay, we can buy it. We have the money. Check price. Buy. Close. Buy. Okay. Close. Refresh. Okay. Complete quest. We did it. Minta gained one charisma. The attic box. Oh. You gotta buy them with the money. Oh, we fulfilled our quest. We have more money. Add a stamp. buy stamps at the post office. Cheap stamp. Purchase the stamp. Round down a little bit since it's a low cost item. Okay, reject my offer. It's $75. It's fine. Stamp. Add to collection. Stamp. Move items. You know what? And let's change. Let's switch over, if you will. Since I did purchase the cookie clicker. And that has music in it. Is it still bad? From my little preview thing that I have, it, like, of the live, it looks fine. Okay. Okay. Changing. Things are changing. Cookie clicker. Okay, it's fine. For you. That is glad. Cookie clicker! The Steam version! Okay, it's not showing up. Window capture. Cookie clicker. There we go! Apparently, the Steam version has an amazing soundtrack. English? Oh no, the music. The music. Okay. Oh no. Okay, the music is not working. And it's going. Oh no. I'm glitching. Let's. You know what? Lo-fi beats bring us home. There should be some lo-fi beats to chill and relax to. I should probably close some of these windows. You know what? Come on, I believe in you. It's clicking time. Then we haven't even gotten our first cookie yet because I needed to click on the other things that were not the cookie. Lo-fi beats. Be quiet enough so that the bots do not detect me. Lo-fi beats to click cookies to. You know what? We can just play the cookie clicker sound via YouTube. Come on. I believe in you. Yeah. We have an hour version. Okay. I do need to compile a playlist of all of the FlaVR soundtrack. Wake and Bake. Cursor. Let me get my mouse closer to the microphone so you can hear this click in action. Let's lower the visual graphics because it is starting to lag. Fancy graphics off. Yeah, this is. Let's just turn particles off. Yeah, this is a lot better. Optimal we can get our first grandmother. Harold's. What the? I consume the cookies in my real life. I consume. Oh, festive hat. Oh my gosh. Festive test tube. Sacrifice. A festive tree. Oh. I do consumed baked goods. Santa's helpers. Why don't you visit more often? Nice. May your time away be pleasant. Oh my gosh, there was a dang reindeer. Oh dear. You know what? For the sake of my wrist, where's my auto clicker? I should have one. People may not know the plot of Cookie Clicker. It's not a hack. It is wrist maintenance. Because repetitive motion injuries are serious. The ideal way to consume these games and not harm yourself is by using tools. Yes, auto clicker. Repetitive motion strain injuries. Exactly. Hopefully, it is a no carpal tunnel run. You know what? I can't find it. So, I'm going to do some clicking. I'm just going to move my whole hand from my... I'm trying to click it with the side of my hand while keeping the mouse still. Darn it. Darn it. We're going to need to normal click until we can buy about 10 cursors. Oh, golden. Frenzy. Let's go. Come give Grandma a kiss. Your cookies are talked about for miles around. Drama unfolds at the North Pole as rumors crop up around Rudolph's red nose. I may have an addiction or two amidst the reindeer. Let us evolve the festive tree. The festive... Oh, reindeer! Reindeer! Cupid! 10. Thank you for the suggestion. We are not injuring ourselves today, my friends. Actually, let's do a slow run. We don't necessarily have to click. Elves on strike at Toy Factory. We are not accepting reindeer chow as payment anymore. And stop calling us elves. You're down to the whole town. So how are you guys doing this evening? You know what I'm going to do while we avoid repetitive strain injuries as we watch the numbers go up? I have some clay that I fidget with. So I will fidget with this and I will make a shape. You know what? I'm gonna make a little cookie. Thematically appropriate. Hello, Desmo. I'm glad you are okay. Let us invest in grandmothers. Oh, that was in response to my question that I totally remembered I asked. I'm glad that you're doing okay. Your cookies bring all the boys to the yard. Cookies found insensibly increase intelligence in penguins. Penguins are already smart. They don't need help to be intelligent. Penguins are smart. No, I think we'll just catch them and then return them to where they came from. Where do they go once you click them? Where are they off to? Where did they come from? Oh, where do they go? Darn it. Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. The thing is, do we not want the penguins of Madagascar? Do we not want them? Why would that be a thing we want to avoid? Okay, let's wait until we get to 5,000 cookies. As the numbers go up. Let us intermediately click after doing hand stretches. So, again. Every time we do a session of clicking, we do some stretches. Mysterious festive entity with quantum power still wreaking havoc with her army of reindeer. Accusation of cookie abuse. I love idle games. As long as we keep the fish, as long as we maintain a fine population of fish, stop global warming, we'll be fine. Oh, I missed a golden cookie. Well, darn. Steady, tasty stream. It's cookies all the way down. Wee. 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 Idle verbal stems. Reindeer! We have collected Dancer. grandmothers. We now have 20 grandmothers. Let's get to 30 cursors. True. Exactly. No finding revenge. If we treat them kindly. Let us go up to purchase 10 and then wait. Let's people have commented in the past, like personal friends, is like, maybe you should read refrigerator manuals. Like, read the instructions of things that people don't read, so they finally know how and what to do. We could do public domain books. We can go to, hello and welcome back, Foxy Roxy. We could do Project Gutenberg and get some public domain books. We could, you know what? Will you be proud? Those old educational games, they are good. Okay, this is an I now know what we will be reading. As Cookie Clicker goes on. Actually, I should just pull it up. Lebanon households. Clue finders. I forgot that you need to have it focused, so I'll pull it up on my phone. Oh, they're safety booklets that you get about lead. Safety booklets. Oh, reindeer! Reindeer! Darn it, we didn't get it. Evolve. Evolve. Wait, is that a fetus? Are we building Santa? PDF. So baked right now. I wish. You know what? I did recently move to this home. Allow me to go down. I also did leave my bottle of water downstairs, so I'll get one of those booklets. I think there's one of tree maintenance. I'll get the one of tree maintenance. Watch the number go up. I can't find any. There are none downstairs. I did get my water bottle though. It's worse than this growth. Oh, cookie. High five. You know what? We can go down memory lane, at least for me. The FFA handbook PDF. Official manual. FFA, Agricultural Education, Official Manual. School-based agriculture education, 3-component model. When you put on an FFA jacket. Oh, reindeer. Darn it. We missed it. Let's just ignore the cookies and the golden cookies and the reindeer. Let's just periodically click as we read the FFA, a handbook. When you put on an FFA jacket, you become a part of a school-based agricultural education program that can connect you to exciting careers in the sciences, business, and technology of agriculture. FFA is one of the 3 essential components of this integrated system, which work together to provide personal, academic and career experiences that help you build success. The school-based agricultural education is delivered through career and technical education in the United States, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Approximately 1 million agriculture education students are taught by more than 13,000 secondary, two-year post-secondary, and adult instructors in more than 8,000 schools. Schools-based agriculture education consists of 3 integral core components: classroom and laboratory instruction, that is contextual, inquiry-based, and interactive; FFA, which helps members develop premier leadership, personal growth, and career success; and the supervised agricultural experience, the SAE, programs that allow you to apply knowledge and skills through experimental service and work-based opportunities. Official FFA Manual. National FFA Headquarters. Address. Phone number. FFA.org. For members of the National FFA Organization, for more than 90 years of service in youth and agriculture. The National FFA Organization is a resource and support organization, does not select, control, or supervise state association, local chapter, or individual member activities. The National FFA Organization affirms its beliefs in the value of all human beings and seeks to diversify its membership, leadership, and staff as an equal opportunity employer. Electronic test files. Oh, this is just that. I didn't know that was I didn't know that was like disclaimer. Definitions. We had a whole, like, oh, we're building an elf coming to town. What is the FFA? FFA is the top school-based youth leadership development organization in the United States. The FFA cultivates and nurtures future leaders who go on to change how the world grows. Through a unique combination of education, experimental learning, and service-based opportunities rooted in agriculture, the FFA empowers middle and high school students to become our next generation of courageous and knowledgeable leaders. Membership in the FFA requires middle and high school students to be enrolled at a local school-based agriculture education program and involved with its supervised agricultural experience. Students engaged in the FFA find out who they are, who they want to become, and how to make an impact. They gain increased agricultural literacy, prepare for success in an ever-changing future, and demonstrate selflessness and citizenship through courageous acts of service. FFA is an acronym that stands for Future Farmers of America, the organization's official name as established in 1928. However, the national organization was officially renamed to the National FFA Organization by the delegates to the 1988 National FFA Convention. Those delegates wanted the organization's name to reflect how the growth of agriculture and agriculture information encompassed more more than 900 careers in the science, business, and technology of agriculture. The organization has used the FFA acronym as its primary name ever since, illustrating how the FFA is an organization for all. Also, because they didn't want to change their name too much because they have grants. If they got rid of the acronym, then your cookies are worth a lot of money. They would have lost the government funding because they're no longer called the FFA or the Future Farmers of America. If they have changed their name to like the Agricultural Youth Experience or something like that, they would have lost their funding. FFA organization structure. Active membership participation drives the organization. As a student-led organization, the FFA is structured with 3 primary levels: local, state, and national. Local chapters enroll members, elect chapter officials, and engage in activities, events, and competitions related to the organization's mission. Adult chapter advisors, typical local agricultural education instructors, guide the chapter and member activities. Local chapters are chartered through state associations. State associations implement activities, events, and competitions for the local chapter participation, select state officers, coordinate with state government officials to strengthen their state's overall program of agricultural education. The associates also oversee possible direct area, region, or federation associates within their states. State associations are chartered by the national organization. The national FFA organization is led by a board of directors and 6 student national officers. Together, they act upon recommendations passed by national delegates and agriculture educational stakeholders to establish the vision and policy for FFA, staff empowered by the national FFA. Oh, reindeer. Darn it. Oh, we unlocked the mine. That was unintentional. No, I don't want to. Okay, it's keeping me from reading the rest of it without getting an application. But I was not a part of the FFA directly, though it was talked about due to circumstances, me going to the silly bin, to the loony bin. I needed to drop out of the agriculture program of my school because someone broke the law. My teacher. But we settled that interpersonally. Luckily, it did not rise to any level. Yes, I went on 3 grippy sock vacations. If you have any questions about the grippy sock or vacation, or as we called it, sad gay baby jail, because we were all sad. Most of us were gay or queer in some way, and they treated us all like babies. Everything was child-proofed and soft and waited. No, it's just more like, hey, where's Mixie? And like my teacher said, oh, in the mental hospital. And as a teacher, you're not supposed to do that. That is like information that only you are privy to. It actually affected me going back to school. That is part of the reason I dropped out. The other part is that they got all my classes wrong after I got out of the mental ward. If nothing else, it gave me the fervor to learn more about the system. And I know a lot about the psychiatric system. This isn't me trying to sad post or get sympathy. It's just the fact that after going to the mental institution, it became a hyperfix, like a special interest of mine. In like the way that this school, like how ill-equipped the mental health, the institutions of mental health are equipped to deal with the incoming generation of self-aware sadness. Because the primary goal of institutionalization is stability. They want you to not die and not, to the best of their ability, not harm other people in your stay. The thing is, like, you're not allowed to make friends because, oh, my thing is being weird. Now I'm dealing with, like, sometimes I need to, like, sometimes it is a point that people get, like, oh, you're baiting for sympathy. It's like, I'm expressing my experience, which is, well, I'm glad a lot more people are talking about their experiences being institutionalized if they have been institutionalized. But I believe that sharing stories and also like insights, because I am lucky enough to be low support needs in terms of, well, relatively low support needs. The fact that support needs is a controversial, like high functioning, low functioning, high support needs, low support needs. It's very controversial. Just for the sake of clarity, I will be using the term like low support needs, high functioning autism in referring to my own experiences with autism. Know that autism is a complex and it is a spectrum disorder for a reason, and everyone has different support needs, and despite the fact that someone may be functioning, that they might not be functioning well. But as a person who, I was a voluntary commit at every time I was institutionalized. And one part was when I was being transported to the first hospital, from the ER. Autism. Yeah. The thing is, like, in order to be transported to the hospital, like, law said that I needed to be, like, in my paperwork, I needed to change from a voluntary commitment to an involuntary commitment. And they don't, like, the hospital doesn't know that change. The hospital isn't aware of that change. They just see you as an involuntary commitment, and then they treat you worse. And that was just for the sake of transportation. Like, I was transported in handcuffs to the first hospital, which I will refer to as the bog. Everyone got food poisoning except for me, like, because, like, you have to eat food in order to continue having it look good on your chart. But the thing is, like, being institutionalized, like, confirmed a few things for me in terms of treating mental health. Good food is, like, a part of healing. Because if you're eating, like, dog food cream and tater tots, Yeah. Oh, your ex got an ambulance? I got transport via sheriff. The funniest part was, like, my wrists and hands are rather small, and luckily, other people I was institutionalized with were transported in leg cuffs as well. It was not fun, but I could like slip my hands out of the handcuffs, because my wrists are very small, and it's just like, well, I don't want them to think that I'm trying to be unresponsive. So I just put my hand back into the handcuff and then fell asleep for the car ride. Not the sheriff. But part of my thesis, as I like to call it, like the core tenets of my beliefs, is that food and healing are intertwined. You cannot heal, you cannot grow, and you cannot improve if you're eating bad food. Like, if there is no care put into the food that is being prepared for you, in either like construction or like the fact that everyone got food poisoning multiple times, you can't heal if you're sick, and food-based sicknesses are unpleasant, and you feel unpleasant. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, like, the bog, at least, was just a mental institution, not connected to a larger hospital. And it had its own little cafeteria, which had a set menu. They were insistent on feeding us tater tots. Like, all of the people that have gone on grippy sock vacations that I've talked to have that have cafeterias, experience the one food that they try to feed you all the time. For one of my friends, it was Mexican. It was horrendous. That did not fare well because it's not high quality Mexican food. The bog. But the bog. Tater tots are good, but like the tater tot, what they called a tater tot casserole was effectively like dog food cream and tater tots. It was disgusting. I'm glad I didn't eat it because everyone who ate it got food poisoning. And there was a time where one of the children from the kid wards put their hand in the yogurt. They didn't replace the yogurt, and everyone who ate that yogurt got food poisoning. And it was just generally unpleasant. There was one experience where we were told to put on plays about they just had a lot of tater tots. But a part of my experience, not to get into the most traumatic, but something light that was very telling, was that there was like acting therapy. It's just like, and all of it, like, I was very passive during this experience because this was after I got punched in the face by one of the other patients. So I was just listening to all the stories and all. It's a good sensation, but then you replace the yogurt after someone puts their hand in the yogurt. But there was this, like, you make up a play about anything you want. And of course, we're in the mental institution. Like, And there are a lot of people who were like the person who headed themselves at the head of our group was a foster kid, who has gotten themselves in and out of gang violence, like through approximation. And like, it was like a story about a woman who like, that basically gets metamorphosized with less of that content. Yogurt. I need to get a small thing of yogurt and a glove and put my hand in the yogurt. I need to experience that. I need to see if the kid was onto something. But it was basically a woman that got metamorphosized, if you will, and then tragically died. And most of those stories were like tragic in that similar way. And then the woman at the end didn't say something like, okay, let's address why all of your stories were the way that they were. She said, I'm disappointed in you all. I said that you could make up stories about whatever you wanted, and you decided to make the most sad stories possible. It's like adding a tick to my swear counter, but no shit, Sherlock. We're put under lock and key, and most of us don't want to be here. No, not raw. No. Like, if there's enough yogurt for me to put my hand in it, then that's a sizable amount of yogurt, and I don't want to waste that yogurt. I can afford to waste some pumpkin puree. I still have a bunch of that. Yes, exactly. But like, the authority figure, instead of analyzing why we may have made the things we made and encouraging our creativity and looking at the not even subtle subtext of all of the stories that were made, said that I'm disappointed in you. We made a story. It's like, you could make any story and you all made your story sad. It's like, and I just felt shocked. Joe Rogert. Write that down. New FlaVR member, Joe Rogert. Joe Rogert. But instead of, like, that isn't even subtle in terms of the content of which my peers, I was passive, very much so, because, as said earlier, I was punched in the face earlier, like that in my stay. But the fact that they, like, said create anything, and they always got a little bit upset. Yes, Joe Rogert. Yogurt reviews. I need to add that to the list of content I could make. If I get monetization, one of the first things I will do is, first of all, get a computer. Like, get a punch. Like, yeah. It wasn't that hard, but still. They threatened us, and the lawyer that we got was very unpleasant and snippy and didn't really care, because we were supposed to get a lawyer, and she was like, one other girl came out of it crying because, like, she was told that her abusive partner was, like, well, he had a point or something along those lines. Like, step 1, get an actual computer. Step 2, seaweed and yogurt. Yes. But after I get a computer, see, like, any and all money I would make from this, it would either go into computering, art, or snacks. Let's do some clicking. We rise, the grandmother. Yeah, computers. Not at the same time. The seaweed and the yogurt would not be at the same time. They would be different streams, where I consume large, different flavors of seaweed and then different flavors of yogurt, and then give my thoughts. I would not mind if this became a food review channel. Like, we don't have a flavor food reviewer. We need a flavor. We need a flavor of food. Like, our main shebang is flavor. And other than Mina, like, she bakes the food. Who reviews the food? Who consumes the baked goods? That is the question. Food reviews. Mixy food review. Consume the seaweed and the yogurt. Thank you kindly. The ever-present disclaimer is, if you can't give, don't feel like you need to, etc., etc. My mother and I were on the way to the bank, and there's a pair of beggars, one of which with a violin, and it's like, that's what Patreon is. It's like, mother. It's like, it's begging. It's like, mother. Food reviews. It's like, you're not wrong. It's like, mother. It's like, I'm into... It's... And then we just continue to have the Patreon on bad, no, actually, Patreon good argument that we always have. Consuming food. Snacks. Snack consumption. 100%. The food consumption. But, about the chat. No. I'm up the chips. I'm down to throw some cash around to see people torture themselves for content. It's more likely that Senna has already gotten access to monetization, and I think all of my cohorts will gain access before I am, because I am starting a little late, in comparison. May you throw money at all of us equally, to consume to help us create content for you guys to consume. Because out of all of the 2 jobs that I have had, I thank you for you guys accepting me the way that I am. I don't have to mask as much. If I didn't mask even a little, if I didn't mask a little bit, I would just be making incoherent noises, which is entertaining, but also not comprehensible. But, out of all the tube jobs that I have had, this is the most pleasant because I get to engage with things that I'm actually... Oh my gosh. YouTube monetization? GG, my friend. Monetization, like, let's go. Get those public watch hours. Masking is tiring. But I'm glad I get to mask less round you guys. If nothing else, to maintaining a character and masking, because like you have no idea who the actor or actress reindeer. Yes! Bank. Pretty penny. But you have no idea or expectation of what the person behind the computer needs to be based off your perceptions. I need a Goku. We're being deep. We're being deep early this morning. But you guys have no expectations of who I should be based off of what I may present in the flesh realm. You guys are just here for the raw anime person experience. And as a person who is verbose and cartoonish and comical, yeah, it is getting quite deep. We are in the hole. We have been in the diggy hole. Anyway, but none of y'all, exactly. Y'all are here for a good time, and I'm here to have good times with you and learn and grow and create, because those are the things that I love doing. And I'm glad that you all are also very sleepy, like very nocturnal and or foreign. I think the time it's very deep, the whole but we're here for a good time, and I'm glad that I get to share that good time with y'all and the people that I love. And like, because I thoroughly love all of my art friends, and I'm a person that loves brazenly, and it's, yeah, the people who are awake at night and just got off of work. And art is very intimate in a lot of ways, even if it is like becoming a corporate product. It is still Bihastic sleep. So when I can do Bihastic, yeah. I'm glad I get to fill the space, and plus I don't need to accidentally risk streaming over top of my compatriots or anyone that you may want to watch, because no need to step on anyone's toes when it's 3 a.m. But even as art gets more and more corporatized, and as this becomes like a product, and as art becomes more and more of a product, I don't want to lose that intimacy, even if I do become if I become like reindeer. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of cookies from the reindeer. Cupid. Hopefully I don't lose all of the things that make my performance and the things that I create things that I make. And do I really know what I'm making? You guys aren't here for an identity crisis of the actor behind the screen. You guys are here for cute anime person. I don't know who I am. But that's a different topic for my therapist, which I do get to see in a week. Yeah. Two-step. I need to get two-step verification. The thing is that two-step verification is a pain because, like, I'm logging into something. And then I left my phone somewhere else. It's like, you need your phone in order to... It's like, gosh darn it. Then I need to go find the phone. And then it's like, code has changed. Please try again. It's... Thank you. And hopefully, even once I get larg in terms of streaming, I keep that soul. Or that soul evolves. Like, because we all change as people. B movie. B's. Something deep. Let's get undeep. Let us diggy our way out of jail. I haven't watched the original Dig video. The thing is, I have consumed it through cultural osmosis. You know. I have a terrible idea. I have a beautiful and terrible idea. Y'all have been wondering what the buckets mean? I don't think that this should be copyright stricken if I do, because I have a processing disorder, and reading large bodies of text is difficult for me. So, no, Desmo. We are watching something much worse. Or better. I don't know. If you do not understand that verbal cue, that musical cue, changing over to moving this up a bit. Oh, there. It's already no wonder it's lagging so much, because it's taking double source. It took a bit. Hiding a little bit too much as we switch back over to Firefox. Oh no, Foxy got the musical cue. It's not showing up. It's not showing up. Come on, you can show up. That would be very cool. No. Let's close this. It is taking up a lot of processing power because of the tibs. Close. Come on. I believe in you. Good job. I believe in you. I also need to close. No, not opening it again. Close. Do I need to close it and then open it again? I think it happens for the "We Didn't Stop the Fire" parodies. Nothing good indeed, my friend. Nothing good indeed. This is the most nefarious you're gonna ever get me. Oh. The anticipation, the fact that it's erroneous. The mistakes are making it better. It's adding to the anticipation. Let me tell you a little bit about Homestuck. I have never consumed Homestuck in its entirety. I have only ever consumed it through cultural osmosis. I have read like 2 arcs of it, and then I stopped because we're going through this together. You can't stop the Homestuck. Though it's weird and random, it's the greatest fandom. It is the epic of our time. I think it is the approximate length of... How many Bibles is Homestuck? Let's look at the word count and then compared to word count. Okay, it is slightly less than 1 million words, and approximately 808,000 words. How long is the Bible? It is the epic of our time. It is about a Bible. It is the epic of our time. We will now consume it together. And you can't stop me. We will also be reading it via, we will be letting the Voxel edition do the reading. And then we will also be playing along a la audiobook. Oh, I forgot. I have... Yes. Yeah. Yes. That is the briefest it gets. No, thank you. I have Firefox muted. Yes. Homestuck is longer than the King James version of the Bible. And now the thing is muted.
Man stands at his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago that he was given life, it is only today that he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be?
Enter name.
Enter his name. Zeusmel Poop Lord. Try again, smartass. John Egbert. Yes, let's go with that, shall we? John Egbert decides to examine his room. Your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered about your room. You have a variety of interests, but you have a passion for really terrible movies. You like to program computers, but you are not very good at it. You have a fondness for paranormal lore, and you are an aspiring amateur magician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do, John? John will quickly retrieve his arms from the drawer. Your arms are in your magic chest, Poop Lord. Remove the cake from the magic chest for him. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. John quickly retrieves his arms from the magic chest. You receive your fake arms from the chest. You use these for hilarious antics. You capture log them in your Silodex, but you have no idea what that actually means, though. There are other items in the chest.
Is the audio good now?
Look inside that chest. In here, you keep an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are
none of those things.
Among the artifacts are 2 fake arms currently capture-logged in your Silodex, 1 pair of trick handcuffs, 1 stun sword, 1 magician's hat, 1 pair of Beagle Puss glasses, several smoke pellets, several blood capsules, and 1 copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery, and 1 copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Caveney. Some of this stuff may come in handy at a later point, but for now, you just decide to take the smoke pellets. You stow the smoke pellets on one of your capture log cards in your Silodex.
You aren't totally sure what that means.
At least you're starting to get a hang of the vernacular, at least. You have 2 empty capture log cards remaining, and John tries to equip his fake arms. You aren't totally sure if equip is the verb copacetic with the abstract behavioral medium in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. Their card is underneath the one you just used to capture log the smoke pellets. You will have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms, but this is probably unadvisable since you just make your
room lousy with smoke. The question is, do I just summarize to the points of which I know? Because the beginning of the comic was like very heavily viewer inputted, and I know the beginning of the comic. Like, I am aware that this is just a bunch of shenaniganry with a little. I turned off the volume to express if we should just skip. Go. It's like go room. I'm not blind. I have cultural osmosis. I have cultural osmosis the majority of Homestuck. But the thing is, I haven't read past Act 3. And it's very long. It's way too long. Wait. It's like, I have come up with an idea for content. TM. Yes. I've come up with a whole idea. FlaVR reads Homestuck. Quiet evil laughter. Quiet evil laughter. Quiet evil laughter. Yeah, that was less evil and more Ojo, which is understandable based off of my prerequisites. But FlaVR as a whole reads Homestuck. We all do the funny little voices. And like we switch who is doing the narration. It is starting to get to it is way past the 2-hour mark, which has been the general benchmark for late TM streams. We all know it. Why not actually read it? Exactly. I will also get some of we should all just get like different varieties of friend, like go beyond FlaVR. This is an epic of our time. We must develop a whole chorus to read this book. Well, webcomic. Late TM. I think I have a lot of chatting to do with my cohorts. It's to get this show on the road. Evil laughter, evil laughter, evil laughter. Evil laughter. Yes. This requires a lot of coordination, thought, and precision. None of which I think we have, but also we have fervor and rampant autism. I think that can replace all the dedication, fervor, and things along that line. But it is getting around the 2-hour mark, which is when I tend to cap these streams. I shall return later with Homestuck in pain. I hope y'all are ready. Others may have moxie. I don't. I'm pressing the button, though. Have a good night. Well, I'm in the process of pressing the button. I'm not pressing the button yet. I'm pulling up the button. Good night, y'all. Good luck. Prepare, not only for tomorrow, but for the future. Good night.